how does the Dynamics 365 customer service flow work? Well, let's take a random customer. They have a question about sprockets. And so they decide they need to know more about how to use a specific sprocket. And they want the Ultra Sprocket. So what they do is they say, hey, look, I'm having a trouble with my Ultra Sprocket. Can you please help me? They go into the Power Apps portal and they initiate a case. Once they do that, they will then reach out. The customer can then reach out to your company. And they can do this through your portal. They can do this through text. They can do this through phone. They can do this through chat or email. So there's all these different channels that are available to them. Now, we talked about automation. One of the great things is that once the case is created by the customer, it automatically creates a case. And we'll show you what this looks like on Dynamics 365. It's really cool. It will create a case number. And what they'll do is it'll allow it to route that case automatically over to specific agents. So for example, let's say you have a company with, I don't know, 500 to 700 employees, and maybe you have about 20 to 30 different customer agents working at any one time. So you have 20 to 30 agents working on sprockets. Well, maybe only 5 of them are trained in knowing about how the Ultra Sprocket works. What it could do then is it could then route that information to that specific agent. And the agent will then be identified in the information and go through, hey, okay, so this person has a question about the Ultra Sprocket. Let me see what I can do to help them. Now, even though they know a lot about the Ultra Sprocket, they might not know everything. And that's where that knowledge management module comes in. It helps you research the information and say, oh, you know what? It looks like you're having this problem with the sprocket. Let's see how we can help you out. So they could go through that information, they could research it, and then they could go back to the customer and help resolve that case by sharing that knowledge with the customer. And once that happens, the knowledge is then, you could then resolve the case. Now, keep in mind, if you have a company that sells 100,000 sprockets a year, you're probably not just having one customer reach out to you every year. You're probably having multiple. That's why you have 20 to 30 agents. So in that case, you need to make sure that there's a queue here, and then the agent could then go back to the remaining cases. This is just one case among many. And every time you have a case, this process starts over again. The customer initiates the case, they reach out, and then the agent identifies, researches, and resolves the case, and then goes back to the next one. So that's one example of what this could look like.